Hold up. Did she just admit to using meth right before coming to court? That's like showing up to a job interview smelling like tequila. Judges hate this. It screams lack of remorse and poor judgment.
Case, this quote-unquote housekeeper that supposedly only does meth when she's stressed out. She openly admits that she used right before coming to court after facing a long prison sentence. She just didn't care because she claims she's an addict. She was caught with over 20 grams of crystal and a scale. There's a co-defendant that was her boyfriend. She has kids. And then she has the audacity to argue with Judge Boyd over the amounts and what was found. This case is crazy and instant classic. It's an awesome one. So without further ado, let's watch as Judge Boyd deals out justice and drops that hammer. Let's roll, nerds up.
All right. Are we here for sentencing?
Well, so, Judge, we had reserved for a couple of weeks for sentencing only. I didn't know if that meant there would be a cap evaluation or not, but apparently not. So,
Well, on this case, I think both parties agreed to provide the court with a NCICTC.
oh, well, I guess that would be the state, because I certainly don't have access to that.
Cool. Because I believe that the state is silent.
Right. Well, I'm not mistaken, Judge. Your history is sorry for me. Sure. You want to get thanks. Look.
All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 5145, State of Texas versus Missy Torres. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Robert, I'm sorry, Robert Burns from Miss Torres.
And are you Miss Torres? All right, you need to speak up so the court reporter can hear. All right, we're here for sentencing today. According to the plea bargain agreement, she pled no contest to count 2 of the indictment. She applied for deferred adjudication. The state is proceeding only on count 2 according to the plea bargain agreement.
Quick breakdown. She pled no contest. That means she isn't admitting guilt, but also isn't fighting the charges. In practice, it has nearly the same effect as pleading guilty, especially when sentencing comes into play.
Punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison, and the state is silent on the defendant's application. The court requested that the defendant's criminal history be provided to the court. There were no objections to the court receiving that from the state. Is that correct?
Correct.
And any objections to the court review?
No, Judge, of course not.
Thank you, State. All right. The state is silent. Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, of course, Miss Torres is hoping you'll grant her application confirmed. She's self-employed, cleaning houses. She has several customers that rely on her. She has a few kids. She's just asking for some, to maybe direct her to some outpatient treatment because she believes she needs some help with this problem. And other than that, again, and you'll grant her application.
All right, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Missy Torres, the answers.
All right, so you're going to get drug tested today. What are the results going to be?
You will come back a positive.
Positive for what?
Nothing.
All right, so how often are you using them?
I only do it research, and I did it because I was relaxed. I could get denied for education, so I kind of.
Sorry, what?
I could get denied the application, so I kind of was.
Here's the jaw dropper. She's openly saying she only does meth when she's stressed. Question for you. Should honesty like this help her case? Or just prove she can't control her addiction? Comment below. I want to see what you think.
I do when I'm under stress, so I know I have a problem, and I don't do it like around my children. I don't do it, every day. It's just when I'm really scared, so I'm really under stress. So I don't do it when I go to work. I don't do it, every day, like I said.
All right, so how many children do you have?
I have three.
What are their ages?
11 and 5.
And where are they now?
2 of them are with their dad and one is with my grandma.
All right. With your grandmother, so their great grandmother?
Yeah.
All right. So, do you help take care of your children?
Yeah.
How often?
I see them every other weekend. And I don't pay child support, but I pay them my exes and I have my daughter. My daughter is,
No, you just said your daughter is with the
yeah,
great grandmother.
I live with my grandmother.
All right.
And help take care of me. She
Right.
lets me take care of her.
So one, I don't think it's appropriate for you to be cleaning houses because of the nature of this offense. And two, I don't think it's appropriate for you right now to be taking care of your children.
So I'm asking for help there.
I'm sorry, what?
That's why I was asking for help there. So
All right, your help is not going to be outpatient treatment if I grant this application for deferred adjudication. So you're going into custody. All right. So it's just a matter of what I'm going to do with you. I will tell you, the court's issue, and if you want to address this, I know the state is proceeding on count 2 of possession, but she had a lot of drugs with her.
No.
So I don't understand, if you're working homes, then why do you have a scale with you? Because that's, according to this, you had drugs, you had a scale in your purse, and there were baggies totaling 32.0 grams.
Weird. I was a heavy user. And
Notice the judge zeroing in on that scale. Why? Because scales are classic indicators of drug distribution. Even if she swears it was personal use, that little piece of evidence could have turned this into a much bigger felony.
Oh, you're not, I tell you what, I don't think, and if I'm wrong, correct me, I don't think you were using 32 grams of meth.
it was on point.
No, you have meth here for 4.964 grams, and you also have meth for 27.459 grams. And what you pled to in count 2 was a possession 4 to 200 grams. So this is not a possession 1 to 4. So we're talking about 27 grams. And according to the stipulations, that what was found in your bag, it says, I searched her bag and inside a Paris Hilton makeup box were baggies, a scale, and crystal-like substance inside a cut, vacuum-sealed. That's from your Paris Hilton makeup.
So what I had it was double bagged in sandwich bag. So yes, I know it was 28, but it's because it was my personal. I didn't have any other. And last time I went, they tried to only give me with 14 grams. So I had to.
No, what I'm telling you is, they said the baggie found in Robert's pocket tested positive for meth. It had a field weight of 6.12 grams.
That wasn't mine.
No. I'm not saying that was yours. So the 6.12 grams that were found in his pocket, they're saying that was his. It was in his pocket. But the baggie, which was found in Missy's purse, tested positive for meth and had a field weight of 32.09 grams. Now, mind you, what they do in the field, I already know that testing drugs in the field are not legal for court. So I'm not considering the weight and what they said in the field. I'm considering what has been given to me for laboratory reports. So this was professionals testing it, not a presumptive, and it says 27.459 grams was the net weight of the meth that you had in your Paris Hilton meth.
And I will say that I used to use a whole ounce within 2 to 3 days. So I was a heavy user. And like I said, they tried to give me half of that the last time, and right now it's going to 50. So if I'm being 250, I wanted the whole thing. I wanted to make sure. I'm just being honest. I'm sorry. Excuse me for being.
No, I want you to be honest, and I want you to be transparent.
I'm sorry for being transparent, but it's something that I feel like I worked for my money, and I didn't want to get gypped again. I can promise you I didn't sell or anything. It was because I.
Listen carefully here. She admits she used to burn through an ounce of meth in just 2 to 3 days. That's not casual use. That's full-blown addiction territory. And the judge? He's clearly deciding whether she's a user, a dealer, or both.
Been gypped many times, so I did get it. Now it was double bagged because I don't know, that's the way they gave it to me. I can't, and it is my mistake after the post was good, but I wasn't selling drugs. Didn't have a job, and back then I was, a heavy user, but I would just do more work after work, and I didn't have my children in my life. Now I do have my children back in my life, and I'm trying to be able to. So I thank you for, giving me an inpatient program.
Well, no. I'm not saying I'm going to give you
Oh,
inpatient.
no.
What I'm saying is that you're not walking out of this courtroom today. Either you're going to be going to prison, or either you're going to be going to inpatient treatment. So it's very important that you be 100% honest with me, because I'm telling you, the state proceeded on a possession, but the amount of drugs you have and the way they were packaged, that's concerning for the court. So you're saying that you just bought a bunch of meth and you were saving it up for use?
So I would use within 2 to 3 days. That was all my personal. Like I said, they tried to sell me half of that one time. I went back to the same person, but I said I'm gonna wait myself to make sure I'm getting the right amount, because I'm an addict. I'm sorry, I am, and we're not.
So you travel with your own scale?
Well, at the time I did, because I said I've been gypped, and when you're an addict, that's all you think of, just how to get, make sure you're getting what you need. And honestly, I can see where I made my mistake, but I won't. I'm being honest with you. It was my skeleton budget, so my personal. That's it. And I don't know if Robert would tell you that was my personal as well. And you don't want to call him or anything, but sure. You can if you want to. But he would tell you that's why I used to put every.
Oh no, I'm not going to be calling Robert, because Robert probably has a case of his own.
Well, I'm saying Robert can tell you too. Within 3 days, maybe 2 to 3 days, really, it would have been gone, and I would have been back doing it again. Now I don't. It was kind of like a stress thing. And
Where did you get your drugs to use today before you came to court?
Just an old friend. I haven't talked to him since, and it was on Saturday when I knew it was, coming, and I felt,
Yeah.
Like, say something. I think the fact that she would actually go out and do the same drugs that she's about to get sentenced for in a couple of days really speaks to the fact that she has a serious addiction problem that I think only rehab can treat. And if you decide that's ISF or for safety, we understand that, but I think she really needs.
All right. This is what the court is. Is there anything else for me to say? All right. This is what the court is going to do. I see that she hasn't been to prison before. I'm going to find her guilty, sentence her to 6 years in the prison, the therapeutic community. There should be no contact with Robert Marble. Give her credit for any time served, and I'll retain jurisdiction.
Okay.
All right. And you can explain to her what that means. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own, possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. I'll tell them. So here's the thing. When I say that I'm going to retain jurisdiction, what that means is they're going to take you to prison. If you're following the rules at the prison, if you're working on yourself, because they have programs at the prison, your attorney can file a motion. It's called shock probation.
And here comes the twist, shock probation. It's basically a legal scare tactic. Throw her into prison for a few months, let her feel the full weight of incarceration, then dangle the chance of probation if she shapes up. Brutal, but sometimes effective.
Back when I was growing up, they would have scared straight programs. So shock probation is sort of a scared straight program. So hopefully when you go to prison, you will clear your mind.
Yes.
The drug use or the addiction that you have, the craving that you have will be lifted. And if you are doing what you're supposed to do at the prison, if there are no bad reports at the prison, when your attorney comes back for a request for short probation, I will strongly consider it. So while you're at the prison, you have 180 days. That's when he needs to bring it back before me before that time period. So you're going to do 6 months. And if you are doing well, if there are no write-ups against you, then the court will strongly consider giving you probation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So, well, I mean, these are going to be choices that you make. It's going to be completely up to you whether or not I strongly consider giving you probation. Your attorney will explain it to you further, but any programs that they have at the prison, like the therapeutic community, to address your issue, you need to take it. I know they have parenting classes at the jail. I don't know how long transfer will be, but you need to take advantage of them. When you see people come before me and they've gone to anger management class, they've done parenting classes, they've availed themselves of everything at the jail and everything at the prison, that is what you need to do. You need to immediately sign up for it. If for some reason there's overcrowding and they don't give it to you, it would be better for you to have signed up for it than to just throw up your hands and say, I'm not trying. Do you understand? And next time, if you have a case before any judge, don't use before coming to court. You understand? But I do appreciate your honesty, but you're going to have to get your life in order. Otherwise, children is going to be without their mom. You understand? All right. Good luck to you. You're welcome.